My name is Shannon Stefanacci. I'm with Pick and Boots Vintage down in Florida, and we are going to be making some fun Christmas stocking hangers. Before we get started, though, if you could give me a heart, a like, or a little comment that let me know that I am in the right place and you can hear me and you can see me. You never know with technology. According to my screen, I look like I'm a little delayed, and hopefully that has nothing to do with my internet. Hopefully it's just my playback. So, before we begin, I just want to show you, I'm absolutely in love with all of the new winter release IOD products, all of them. They're amazing. And if you haven't gotten them yet, you need to get them because most of them are limited supply only. So once they're gone, they're gone. I know a lot of you have learned that with the, okay, I got a like. That means we're in the right place. I know a lot of you learned that with the winter ones from last year, the trees and stuff. Those were gorgeous. So if you like these ones, make sure you get them before they are gone. All right, so let me just show you one thing that I made. Hey, Tammy, thanks for letting me know you're here. This is a wine tag. I made this for the new release for the products. It's on a YouTube. Hello, Sandra. And this is with the jingle mold. And it's just a little wine tag. How cute is this? See? Oh. And then I have another one that I made. And this, again, is on YouTube. It's on the playlist for the IOD page, but also on my YouTube channel. But see how cute this is? This is jingle. So these are just little wine tags that you can make. And or you can make gift tags. They're just super cute. It's so versatile, all the new stuff by Iron Orchid. Okay, so without any further ado, let me show you what we are going to be making. So here's my little prototype. Let me take the stocking off. It's supposed to be a present, but it's a, hey Bobby, it's a, how do I say it? Stocking, a Christmas stocking holder. So I'm going to show you how I made this one, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to make a few other ones because there's so many nice products with this new winter release that it was really hard to decide, but I can't keep you on here for hours. Anyway, so this one, I used the Pretty and Plaid, the stamp, and then I used the Holly Lane mold. Super cute, right? And then, of course, I used the ink. But so we're going to be making some more of these, and I tested it out. Hey, Peggy, Jade, the stockings hang, and they work great. I'm going to show you how I made these. That's the first one I made. I only made one, but I have the other ones ready to go. So what I did was, let me split my screen. There we go. So now you can see. I just took the 4x4. I'm going to put these up here so you can see them because they're super cute. People are chiming in. There we go. The 4x4 fence posts, and then I just cut it down with my chop saw. And I was doing 3 inches at first. Hey, Shannon. I was doing 3 inches at first, and then I did one that was 4 inches. And then I decided, you know, it doesn't really matter what size they are, unless, of course, you're doing a display where you want them all to be the exact same size. Then I just went ahead and cut them down, sanded lightly. And then I have the topper piece right here. And it just goes on top, and it makes it look like a present. Now, I'm not going to do a present for all of these. Hi, Kate. But I just wanted to show you how I did the other one. So I just cut a little piece of wood, so it sits on top so it looks like a present. You can paint them, decorate them any way you want. Without any further ado, though, I have 4 here sitting in front of me that we're got to get done. Well, I'm going to try to get done because, like I said, I don't want to keep you guys on here forever. At the end, though, of course, I'll always, when I get done with my video, I will post pictures so you can see. We probably won't put the hook on like I did on here today, just because I want to make sure it's all completely dry and I don't want to smudge or anything like that. But I'm going to show you. We're just going to have some fun decorating these because, you know, Christmas is coming. It'll be here before we know it. And, wow, from the UK. All right, welcome. And these will be super cute hanging on your mantle. And you can personalize them any way you want. The options are unlimited. So, all right, let me stick that aside. Let's start with this one. So I have a plain one right here. I've already painted them simply because I wanted to save dry time. I know you all have a lot of other things more important than watching me paint. So thanks, Shannon. They're super easy to make, and there's so many different renditions you can make. It's just amazing because all of the winter release is just, I can't even get the snowflake, the blitz on here would be a darling. That's one that I don't have planned for this, but I know somebody will make one and tag me in it. All right. So I just love this moose. How cute is he? In the Christmas Valley transfer book, there's 2 of them. I picked the smaller one just because I want to make sure he fits on here pretty good. He doesn't fit on here perfect, but we're just going to do some layering and have some fun. So I'm going to peel this off. I already pre-cut it, just we're ready. Oh yeah, these would look really cute on like a 3-tier display. Just don't add the hook. You can do them any way you want. Okay, so I'm going to add him just about right there. All right. Going to grab my transfer tool. When you get the transfers, you get this little thing here. I'm hoping when I'm rubbing this that the camera doesn't shake too much. Make sure that you give your paint plenty of time to dry before you start rubbing these on. Some people will actually seal before. I don't, because I make sure that I have plenty of dry time because I'm going to seal afterwards. And I'm going to just kind of wrap this around here and get the tip of his antlers on the top. And then I'm going to start to pull back. And if there's any part that sticks, I'm going to re-rub on it. Got to have every part of this cute little guy. Look at him. Okay, his little foot is going to bend around the side. All right, now look at him. Oh my gosh, he is so cute. I just love all the animals, and I've been really struggling on what to put them on. But on here, he is just adorable. Okay, now I have 3 children, and what I want to do is I'm actually going to make these for me. Thanks, Candace. Appreciate that. I'm going to make these for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my son's initials on here. So my oldest is Dominic. So I might just put the D like this. I might put it up here. I haven't painted it yet because I haven't decided if I want to paint it or if I want to leave it monochromatic, just like this. But I will go ahead and glue that on because it just looks super cute. I pre-made the D. Whoops, there's my camera. I used the paper clay. And sometimes I generally like to use the resin on the letters purely because I'm a little heavy-handed and I kind of squish and manipulate the letters a little bit more than they need to be. I have, like, here is an N. The resin letters, they just look more crisp with resin. Oh, good, Peggy. There's what's not to fall in love with, right? So I'm just going to put just a little bit of glue on here. I think. Okay. There we go. Now that I got some glue on there, I'm just going to take my finger and I'm just going to spread it around. And then I'm going to put the D right here on the, I like it right there. Because when I put my stocking hanger right here, I don't want the D to be in the way. Or, you know, in the eye level of the hanger. So there we go. So there's the D. Now look how cute. Now this is pretty basic. There's a lot we can do here to dress it up. And my favorite thing to do is I like to take my ink pad. You can use the stone, which is a nice deep brown, or you can take the black. I just happen to have my black handy here. And I don't know if you can see the line. A little while ago, I re-inked my pad. So, okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take my ink pad and I'm going to run it on the side just to give it a little bit of dimension. I'm going to go a little bit thicker. There we go. Can you see that? See how much it just adds to it? It just brings it to another level. Always frame in what you're working on. And these ink pads work really good. Thanks, Lulu. Do a little bit more. Now it gets a little tricky I probably next time will do it before I put the letters on, but look at how cute. Now, since I have this, I'm just going to go ahead and go around the rest of my block. See how easy, but look how cute it looks. It just adds a little bit more. Okay, so let's put this down. Oh, the glue, it shifted just a scotch. Let's put that back. All right, now I could be done with this, or I could, how cute would it be to take some ribbon and then tie a bow around the top. This bow is probably too thick for the design that I have chosen, but I also have thinner. This one would be really cute too. So look at this with the red. What do you think? Maybe I'll use this one. Thanks, Bobby. If you like what I'm making and you have a friend that you think that would love to do these too, make sure you share it with them or tag them in this post, because these are super easy to make. The hardest thing would be just cutting these, but I'm sure your husband, your boyfriend, you have a girlfriend that's in the business that does this, or you have a chop saw and you can just, or even probably the Home Depot or the Lowe's man will cut them for you. Sometimes they're a little grumpy, but they generally do it. All right, so I'm just going to take a little bit and I'm gonna cut it. Now I don't want my D to slip, but it might while I'm just tying this ribbon on. Again, once these are all dried, I'm gonna go back and I'm going to add the stocking hanger. Oh yes, yeah, I agree, Peggy. I think so too. There we go. Ta-da! Look at how sweet. Wait, let me get back in the camera. I have it kind of zoomed in so you can see up close. Now, I did get a little bit of the black ink on here, so I'm probably going to have to go ahead and decorate. Even though I did kind of want it monochromatic, that's okay. I'm going to use just some, I'm going to use some bronze, just some gilding wax. This is what it looks like. So it is still kind of monochromatic. And I'm just going to use my fingertip. You can use a brush, whatever you want. So here we go here. And I'm just going to lightly outline my letter. There we go. Ta-da! What do you think? What is this size? The size, this is a 3-inch. The piece itself is a 4x4. But, and the reason why I chose the 4x4 is because when it sits on the shelf and you have a heavy stocking, I tested it. It won't pull off. If you were going to use a 2x4, I think it won't be balanced. So that's why I did a 4x4. All right, so we're going to stick this one aside. Now, isn't he just so cute? Oh my gosh. Okay, my baby wipes. Here they are. I always have to keep a stash of baby wipes handy because I am a very messy crafter. All right, so now we have 2 made. The one I did before for my demo, and then this one. This one is very sweet. I can't wait to use it this year for Christmas for my son's stocking. All right, now let's go to the next one. All right, so here we go. Here is my block. Now what I did was I took a frames mold and I went ahead and painted it ahead of time. Again, just to purely save time because I'd rather create than have you guys watch me paint and let it dry. Thank you. It says Facebook user. I'm not sure, but thank you. All right, so I need to make sure I save a little bit of space here for the hook. So we have that here. I'm going to put here, but guess what I'm going to put on top of this? You may have already seen when I had it in my hand, but I'm going to put this here. And I'm simply just going to use my glue gun just to stick it on. I could use my wood glue, but this will dry faster for what I want to do today. So there we go. I'm going to put it right there. Anybody have any guesses about what I'm going to put on here? All right. Now this one I don't have painted already because I did want to show you the reindeer. Look at him. I did this out of resin because I'm going to stick it on here. Oops. I'm going to stick it on here, and it's going to stick up. And I wanted to make sure that it was already dry. Sometimes with the clay, if it's not dry and put it on, it could fall over. So I made the resin real quick, and we're just going to give him a little paint. What I'm going to do for him is I'm going to use a little bit of this here. This is just some metallic brown. It's called chocolate. And let me get my little brush here. And see how cute he is. These little reindeer in the jingle mold are darling. They have such great detail on them also. I need to get my glasses because I'm over a certain age and I need them to see. All right. This guy paints pretty fast, and this paint dries really fast too. If you put it real close, you can see his little nose, his nostrils, his mouth. You can see his eyes. This is just, the detail on these molds are just simply incredible. Okay, so there, he is right there. And I'm going to do the antlers differently. This I'm actually going to use some gold gilding wax. That'll dry pretty fast too. That's what I did on this guy here. So I'm going to make him look like this guy right here. All right, so how many of you have been creating crazily with all of the winter release from IOD? Are these products just not amazing? I have people coming into the store all the time, and I have them all on display and all the projects I've made with them so far, and they just don't know which one to buy first because they're all so fun. All right. Just going to check the sides real quick. The gilding wax dries pretty fast too, so there we go. So there he is. I'm going to stick this to the side. Here's the project. Let me put him back up here. And I'm going to, again, just use some hot glue. I'm going to put it up a little bit. I want it sticking up just because I like the dimension. I'm going to a little hot glue. Again, I chose the resin because I want it to be sturdy. Because if I would have made this out of clay right off the bat, the antlers could have fallen over while it was drying. So I went ahead and just made it out of resin. There we go. All right, now we have to do, where did I put it? I just saw, here it is, the bow. Look how cute. He would not be ready until we have his bow on. Oh yeah, Peggy, I tell you what, you're gonna love these. What paint did you do the deer with? I just did, it's Decor Metal, it's by Pent Art. It's just some chocolate, it's chocolate metallic. It's a beautiful color. All right, so for the bow, though, I'm just going to use a little bit of chalk paint. I took the rest of my metallic paints home this weekend because I was working on a haunted house project, and I took the red metallic paint home. So I'm just going to use chalk paint, which is fine, but you can see the difference. This one of them I used the metallic, this one right here, and this is the chalk paint. The metallic just gives it a little bit more of a shimmer, and I like that, but this will still be pretty. Now, if I were to have made this bow now with the clay, I could have bent the bow around his neck, which is kind of cute. But since this one I did make out of clay already, so it's already pretty solid, but it'll still be cute. It'll stick out like the rest of his antlers and everything else. The trick is for me not to get any red over there. Like I said, I'm not the neatest crafter. All right. Just going to get off the extra red paint. Stick this to the side. A little bit more hot glue. There we go. Ta-da! And now we have another one. He's not quite done yet though, because like we did with this one, look how cute this one. Hey Kim, we did the we had to finish the edges with. We're gonna do the same thing here. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my ink pad, and I'm just gonna drag around here. Just gives it just a little bit more. I'm using black here. I could have used stone. I mean, I might use stone on the other ones. I'm going to go ahead and go around all of it. Just adds a little bit more to it. And I did get a little bit of red on here, but that's okay. I'll just take some chalk paint afterwards. And all right, so here he is so far. Now, this one, I need to put my other son's initial on it. His is a V. So I think I might put it right here on the edge of this frame, right there. And I love the color of it. I don't want it to fight with the hanger once I put the stocking hanger on it right here. So I'll probably just put it right there. Now, I've been using my glue gun and there's a trick. I just found out about it. I saw it, I think on Pinterest or something. If you put a little bit of hot glue here, and then when you stick it in, it won't fall out and it'll go with it. So things you learn. All right, so I'm just going to use a little bit right here. And hopefully not burn myself. And we'll stick that right there. And now I have two complete. And they are totally different, and yet they are so cute. Like I said, using all of these different products from this winter release is, even the other winter releases, there are so many of these that you can make. And just imagine it with the little, the little hook on it and sitting on the shelf holding the stockings at Christmas time. All right, let me see how we're doing on time. Oh yeah, we're doing good. All right, we're gonna do this one now. This one is just, I love it, love it, love it. What I'm gonna do though first though, I'm gonna go ahead and, no, I'm gonna do that second. This one. So I have the Christmas Valley transfer. This is the house. How cute is the house? There's a little glare there. Here we go. The pine trees, there's some snow. Now, obviously it doesn't fit on here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wrap it just a little bit and it's gonna be just fine. Oh, Peggy, smart. Yeah, I have one somewhere, but it's over there. Sometimes forget. All right, so make sure this is in the camera. And we're going to put it where I have a little bit of bow trees on the front, and yet it still wrap around. So we'll start rubbing here, and then I'll rub the sides for the tree. Oh, hopefully the camera isn't shaking. I apologize if it is, but that's part of the transfer. You got to rub it on. You can immediately tell when the transfer releases because it turns transparent. See that? So now what I'll do is I'm going to rub and pull. Oh. Sometimes I rub a little hard and I don't need to because look, see how easy it's releasing? Look at that. All right, now I just got to make sure I get it to the side, finish the tree. And the snow. And look at that. How cute is that? Okay, well, we need to continue to dress it up just a little bit. And you know what? The hook is going to go here, but that's okay. It won't cover the door, so it'll be fine. So what I can do is I can put my daughter's initial up here, or I can save her initial for the other one I'm going to make. Maybe I can, we're going to see. Let's see, what else are we going to put on here? First, we're going to take the ink and we're going to frame it in, just because it adds so much to it. Even though we have the transfer, it'll still be fine. And I will go back and I will seal this. The ink will be fine. There we go. And hit the rest of it. There will be a lot of imperfections in your 4x4s. Just make sure those go to the back. No big deal. Plus, people will be looking at how cute your little designs are. They won't even notice the imperfections. Isn't this a cute cabin? All right, so we still need a few other things on here. He's kind of, I should have maybe put the tree over a little bit more, maybe the cabin wrapped around, but it's okay. Let me get my, where's my R? Do we want to put the R here for Ray? No, I think we might save it for the last one. Let's put, oh, I know. Where is it? Let's put this on here. How about some gold ribbon? And then we can maybe hang a bell or two on it. That'll be cute. Okay. Whew, it's hot in here. I think my AC shut off. I don't know about where you guys are, but in Florida, it's either raining or it's 98 degrees. Hi, Anna. All right. So we're going to put it like this. And now I just need to decide if I want the bow to be up here. Whoops. To be in the front off center a little bit and then hang, probably, because then I can hang a jingle bell from it. So let's do that. I'm going to a little bit more ribbon. If there's too much, I can just cut it off. I don't want a bow. I'm just going to tie a knot. And once I get the bow on here, or the knot on here, hot glue it in place. I just want to be able to manipulate it up or down and see where it needs to be. Okay, so here we go so far. Oh, these scissors are not cutting very well. Okay, and then this one over here. Don't have my right scissors. Okay, so what do you think with this one? All right. The gold adds a little bit to it. Now we can add maybe a bell, or let me just glue this down in place though first. And sometimes you don't even have to actually add anymore because sometimes less is more anyway. Oh, I love it. It's so cute. Let's see. I think this bell would be too much. This bell would be cute. What do you think? If I could just paint it gold real quick. It'll look like it's I'll glue it so it looks like it's tied onto the string. Hey, Sheila. Whoopsies. All right, where's my glue gun? Here it is. Okay, so I'm going to have it look like it's hanging from the gold string. And we're going to just give it a little bit of gold gilding wax, just because these bells are incredible. Can you see the detail on these bells? You can actually see the where the bell makes the sound, where it comes out. Incredible. And again, you don't have to turn these into Christmas stocking holders. You can just simply use them for blocks, for decorations on the side of on your wall, your table. But look how super cute they are. Okay. Oh, well, we have one left to do. Put this one over here. And then once we do the last one, I'm going to show you all of them. All right. So here is my last one. Here we go. This one's a 3x, it's 3 inches, but it's a 4x4 block. And we're going to use this big guy. I just love this guy. Of course, though, he's not painted, so So I'm going to paint him really quick. I didn't want to paint everything because I did want to show you how easy they are to paint. But so here, again, I'm using just it's chocolate metallic paint. I just like it because it kind of gives a little bit of a shimmer. And you could put 1 or 2 coats on. It just depends on how dark you want it to be. I did this one on a video because the jingle mold has the 2 reindeers, one facing left, one facing right. So you can actually do 2 of them and then put a little hook, and then you can make an ornament where it's double-sided. That is on the playlist for the new release on Iron Orchids, or it's on my YouTube. But let me just make sure I get all of him. Again, I did him in resin because I didn't want him to bend around the block. If I did it in the clay, I could have absolutely bent him around, but I knew his antlers, he was too big for this block, so that's why I did him in resin ahead of time. And I just used the quick cast. This is just the 10-minute set resin. I knew I'd be painting it, so I didn't need it to be clear or anything like that. Okay, so tell me, how many of you out there have ideas of what you're going to make? Is anybody going to make any of these? Are you going to use them as stocking holders, or are you just going to make them for decorations? If you do, I would love it if you would tag me in them. I love looking at what people make. I get emails all the time. People send me pictures of stuff that they've created. Okay, there's that. And, of course, we're going to have to do his antlers real quick, but this fast. I'm just going to use some gilding wax again just because it goes on super easy and it's a great color. I'm using gold. There are all different types of brands of gilding wax. You can use whatever brand you like. Okay, I want to make sure I get in the little cracks. Okay, now this is the fun part. Deciding where I'm going to put it. I think I'm going to put it like right about here. Oops. What do you think? So it can stick out just a little bit. Kind of like the other one that we made. All right, let me get my hot glue. There we go. Put him on there like that. And I could have even turn him diagonal. Looks like he was jumping. That'd be fun. Oh, a Christmas tree farm. Wow. That sounds fun. Just going to touch this up. My finger, I smooshed the paint. All right. Now, what we are going to do is I want to show you if we make a bow, how I can take the bow, but I can wrap it around. It won't stick out quite like this one. Like this one is sticking out, so it's like 3D. But we're going to make one where it's going to wrap around. So let me just grab my mold. It's right here in the clay. Hey, Hetty, did I say that right? Oh, good. I'm glad you're starting to use them. Once you get started, it's really hard to stop. Okay, so here's the bow. And I'm just going to take a little bit of the clay. Oh, Sharita, I should have done the edges first. I just get so excited that I skip the simple steps. You know what we're going to do? Let's pop it off and then do the edges. Oh, I don't want to break him. Come on. Ah, well, I guess I can't pop him off. I wish you would have reminded me sooner. Like I said, I just get so excited when I'm making this kind of stuff that I don't even pay attention. And I even said I was going to do it, didn't I? All right. Well, what's really unique about the IOD molds is there are 2 measurements here. One is for the clay, and then one is for the resin. So if you want to actually measure, you can do that. I'm more one of those that just eyeball it, even with the resin. Because what I do is if I mix too much resin, I just go ahead and pour something else so that way I have other figures ready to go. All right, so what I do is after I put it in, I just run my finger around that lip. With that lip, it gives you such a clean edge. Super easy to do. And that way you don't have to worry about any clay sticking out or not being part of the design. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to flip it over. And you just simply roll it out just very gently. I didn't use any cornstarch like I normally do because this is not a very intricate design, so it's pretty sturdy and they pop out pretty good. Okay. So what we're going to do really quick is while it's still wet, I'm going to paint it. Yes, you can definitely paint these while they're wet. Just be careful that you don't push too hard and kind of rub away the details, because on the bow you can see there's beautiful details. Oops, I did have a little piece of extra clay there. Let me get that off. Okay. I guess I could have chose a different color bow, but I kind of like red bows. I'm a red bower. Oh, whoops. I just dropped my bow. All right, so this is the last one we're going to be doing for today. So, but I'm going to show you all of them, and then of course I'll post a picture of all of them. The picture I'm going to take right after, so they might not have the Christmas stocking hooks on them yet, but only because I want to make sure they dry, but I want to get a good picture of all these. Sooner the better. Okay, now because it's the clay, it's still moldable, so it bends. Whoops. Missed a little section here. So this is when you just want to take your glue. Normally I would put it on the back of the bow, but I don't want to flip it over right now because of the paint. So I'm just going to put it right here. Put a little bit here. And now see, the bow will just, whoops, bend and stay and mold around the reindeer. From this angle, I can see I missed a little bit. I'm just going to actually pick it up because it is still wet. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and stick a little bit of glue right there too. Just a little dot. Doesn't take that much. All right, so now we have all right, now we need to decorate. So we can put maybe a little bit of, ooh, that's cute. What do you think? I'm just using Titebond. I have all three of the different Titebonds. I use all of them, whatever one is handy. This would be really cute underneath this, like that. What do you think? I can also get that with the stamp, the Pretty and Plaid stamp, which maybe we'll do too, because that'll be faster. And I can show you how to use that. This is a great, the Pretty and Plaid bows are really cool because you can layer them. I know the sisters did a video where they did layers, and I think they did a pillow with all different colors. It came out beautiful. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take, this is part of the Pretty and Plaid stamp from the new release, and my ink. And normally I use a brayer, especially when I want a lot of ink. But when I want less ink or less of a mess, I tend to use my stamp pad. But like with fabric and stuff, I always ink it a little bit more with the brayer because I seem to get a little bit more ink on there. Okay, so now we're going to put it on here. And give it a nice firm press because, you know, these blocks aren't always even. So always run your finger just to make sure you're getting a good impression. And ta-da! A Love it. Okay. Now I need to add, where's my letter? Oh, here it is. I need an R for my daughter. So maybe, let's see, where will I put this? I'll put it right. Where do I want to put it? Oops. Maybe I'll put it right there. And then I'll decide if I'm going to paint it or not. This is with the resin, so I'm just going to use some hot glue to put it on. Now, instead of using a bow, I could have just used some of this ribbon. That would have been super cute on there. Like I've been saying all along, there's so many different, you know, from the new release, the products that you can use just to make these little Christmas stocking hangers and make them so adorable. It just depends on your style. Like the little bear would have been cute on here. His whole body wouldn't have fit, but you could have just used from his, you know, his chest up. That would have been darling too. All right. Now we're just going to pretend that we have the stocking hangers on them. I'm going to line them all up in the screen so you can see. You're making me want to buy a lot more. Let me can I put that up there? Yes, Peggy, that is my goal because these products are amazing. Trust me, if you miss out on them, I know some retailers are already sold out. So make sure you go online and you check or check for your local retailer, your stockist, and if they have them. Grab the one that you can't live without, because once they're gone, they're gone. There's only 2 things that will remain. Everything else of the, 9 things released will be limited release. And they're limited release purely because they want, I'll show you there. Because every year they come up with new ideas. And if they keep all the old stuff, then there'll just be so much different in their, so many different types in their line that it's going to be impossible to stockist always have everything in stock because we won't have any space for everything. So, plus, I like new things, new designs. All right, let me show you the bear. He is super cute. Here he is, but he's so big. See him? But if you just use, whoops, let me flip that back. If you just use from here up, how cute would he be? With maybe a little bit of the holly. There's just so much you can do. Like, you don't have to use the whole bear. You can just use part of it. That's okay. All right, I'm going to put that aside. I'm going to zoom out just a scotch so you can, well, maybe not. There's this one. We have this one. I'm going to see if I can get them all in the camera. Again, though, I will put them, picture them online. These 2 are my favorite right here. I love, look at these 2. Love those. Look at that. Super cute. And then, of course, this is the one that I did for my prototype for the, got the bow and the holly. This is the Holly Lane. And then I used the Pretty and Plaid stamp. So, all right. I must thank you for joining me. And I hope you like these Christmas stocking hangers. I'm not going to put the hooks on right now because I need everything to dry and I don't want to mess anything up. If you have a friend that you know that would like this, make sure you send them, tag them, or just share the post. And visit your local stockist or an online retailer and grab your Christmas winter release while you can. Oh, he would love that bear. You should make it for him. Okay, you guys have a fabulous day, and I will see you the first Monday in October. Thanks for watching.